you're voluntarily saying it's okay for Mikey to drive it?
Yes.
We just needed that on camera, thank you.
We're building a drift NASCAR. Yeah, it's kind of, we want it to be as tongue-in-cheek as possible, I guess. But yeah, keys in the middle, mate. Just turn to the right, and then I found the box is a little bit stiff, but yeah, it's kind of more or less straightforward for first. Nice, happy with that? Yeah. I think that was nice and easy. Yeah. We'll just do this getting shut, getting out. Just if we rock the car back up.
Actually, to be fair, he said, so I had all this Trump gear that I had, but they wouldn't let me get my gun through customs, so I figured we probably wouldn't do that. No, it's not the right
kind of Trump.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
wrong Trump.
Okay. What's up, buddy? What's up, boys? How you been? See, look at that. He's got his hat on. Look at that, man. Good to go.
Goodwood 2025, this will be my 11th year. Today is Thursday, so it's media day, but you'll see how hectic, well, you guys have seen before how hectic even just the media day is. Last night we got into Goodwood this year doing a Top Trump card. It's like a local card game that they do here, and you're able to get the official ones here at the merch stand. So to advertise those last night, we actually had a pretty special game of Top Trump. It was our first time. When I say our, it's a local game. We had Travis Pastrana, we had Bagsy, Scott Speed, Ryan Turek, Chris Forsberg, myself play a really cool skit, and I think it's going to come out sick. They're going to edit that last night. That'll be released on the big screens today. We've also signed a bunch of them, the whole lot of us, and randomly they're going to stack them into the Goodwood official merch booth. So when people go in and buy a pack of the Trump cards, well, potentially could be signed by one of us from last night. Tonight we get to do a burnout display as well for the guests, the members of the Goodwood motor circuit. That will happen tonight, but yeah, day one all just kind of ramps up from here. Of course, we're first at the track. Just it's my recipe. First at the track, last to leave.
Well, another year, mate.
Another year and another car. First, Mad Bull's like got passport stamps everywhere for these things, but one of the perks of Goodwood Festival of Speed is getting its passport stamp.
Whoop.
So we're about to go for first pass, so we've just come down into the pre-staging area. So a lot of this batch is also downstairs where we were based in the cathedral last year. James, a bunch of all the other drifters, a variety. They're always in batch 2 is ridiculous. But Squad have just released some of their new stuff. Obviously, Kazoo doing a lot of stuff with drifting. Got Carly here. I don't know if he's drifting. Yeah.
Right, so Link and I have just jumped in one of the vans.
The last one.
The last van. So what it is, so pretty much all the cars that are about to do their batch come into a staging area. They all wait, and then they all get shuttled down, or they all get escorted down to the bottom where they wait for their turn, and then they line up and go up the hill, turn around and come back down the hill.
Turnaround.
So good.
Oh yeah, all the boys. Yeah, I feel like I know that one.
There's going to be no show at the top of the way.
Are you okay?
If you know, you know.
I'll get it. You have to be the first one to do a donut.
Is it?
No, when I read it and it said no donuts, no handbrakes, nothing, especially class, whatever the ones that always crash. I'm like, well, if someone says especially, that means that that's okay. There's a bit of
especially.
Let me get a shot of all you guys.
Yeah, where are we going, Larry? You call the shots, mate.
Or we can do it right here.
In front of the Mustang, dude? Come on.
Yeah, that sounds good.
A Mustang and Holden. This is like as Kiwi Australia as it gets.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's perfect, guys. Close.
Friends, right?
All right, yeah, like close, like you guys are friends.
if this one's on fire, yeah?
Yeah, like medium-sized fire is okay. Big fire, you bring out the extinguishers.
Yeah, not much time.
Oh yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Like, you're the only person I know that when I point out their car is on fire, you think, yeah, it usually does that.
That's normal. Yeah, look, look at the vinyl over here is literally cooking. Oh. Sorry, very late. How was car? I'm making so fast. So fast. Did it have more boost? I felt like it had more boost. Do you need more boost? No. Kick a bit. You know. Yeah. Woo, bro, that was freaking crazy.
That was good?
Holy shit. I think that was probably the, I don't know, Red Bull was freaking fast up here, but that's how you wake up on a Thursday for a good weekend. Holy shit.
Oh man.
Alright, so we're at the top of the hill right now and they're about to go back down.
It's downtime now. We are after 7 o'clock, gates have shut, public has been cleared out, but we're hanging around because 9 o'clock tonight, Lord Marsh does a big dinner for all his members, and they've asked us to go put on a bit of a flame show.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of these.
Do a little 180 there, not donuts, just 180.
Maybe stage back.
And maybe let the smoke clear if it's bad. Or we can shoot back down, maybe do one donut. And back in, or just shoot by?
I can just shoot by the wave.
Yeah.
Even when we roll out, we'll turn right? The first car will just loop around and stop before this road, so we can all stage here and turn around every time.
Yeah.
So, you know, and if that's too narrow for all the cars to be facing up, 2 cars can still be facing down, whatever.
Yeah,
Just loop
plenty of
around.
room. And then just for when we go into the tandems, which way are we going, clockwise or counterclockwise with donuts?
Yeah, I mean,
What is it called?
do it American, man.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
So are you using a counter as well?
Rolls into that cool.
Yeah, as in like this might be dead.
We raised it, we had the back wheel lower, but the shafts just starting to hit the subframe and bumps and stuff.
Yeah, the boys just starting to warm up. We're going to go do some single runs. Everyone gets to do an individual run, come down and then pair up. James has picked me, so we're going to make a tornado.
comes the Volvo.
Run this morning.
Are
you doing NASCAR today?
Nope.
No NASCAR.
No, Justin's still here today, so Justin's here till tomorrow morning. Justin's actually a NASCAR champion. He runs fresh after the late night last night with fireworks and our little drift performance. Pretty cool that the Duke has the drifters come out and be, you know, a part of his revealing night. It's a busy morning, signing, meeting a ton of fans, a lot of old fans that I've seen coming here for the 11 years I've been coming here. But we've just got a little delay. Fire truck, it's the delay. The electric car has caught, of all cars, the electric car has caught the hay bales on fire. And we'll just chill and then ready to first run, the 9:15. Yeah, I'll show you the seat.
Like you, I've never generally unread.
running more boost. Yesterday I said to Quad, I'm like, has he got more boost? Someone said, you want more boost? I'm like, oh, kick with this. No thanks. It is a wild ride. Yeah, you like that one? Yeah. You like this one? McLaren's all shiny and clean. But once you figure that out, we're last run for today. There's been a lot of delays today. Hay bales catching on fire. There's been a few breaks, a couple of crashes, but it looks like we're getting another run. It's near the end of the day, but there's still a lot of fans here, so we're gonna go put on a show. Thanks. Got it. Well, that's the day done. A bit bummer, so with all the delays, we are now not getting into our final run. But what is exciting is that Team Trackhouse and Rebel USA have got me in the Camaro current spec NASCAR. I'm getting to burn rubber tomorrow up the hill as well. So we'll be running multiple cars tomorrow, multiple batches. Like I say, today's still only Friday. We're not even at the main event yet, so it's gonna be a good day. Lots of burning rubber. Looking forward to it. See you in the morning.
You.
was scary. Last corner just went boom, water line. Whole windscreen just steamed up. I don't know how fast we're going on the last corner.
You were sitting out the side.
And I couldn't see a thing.
And the windscreen wipers.
Well, yeah, all the steam was on the inside.
Oh.
The wipers didn't do anything, so I'm like, fuck, trying to climb out to see where the hay bales were. But then by the time I got to the top, there was no water in it, and so the temp was only reading 86, so it's cold, so it was good to do a big skid and made a big fire at the top. Shit.
Yes, so the disc cap, so just broken.
Too much pressure?
No, maybe old.
Oh, yes.
Like me. Old. Yeah, easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Got a few Festival of Speed, Goodwood Motor Circuit, drift shifters and Formula in London. So
Look at that, drift shifters tattooed all the layouts of the different tracks.
yeah, we're gonna leave that window out, this window net out.
Yep.
Leave a potential seat cover.
Sick. And it was just the switches on the top, right? There was main, two main powers.
So start it up. You flip up that red switch.
Alright, maddest props to Red Bull USA and Team Trackhouse Racing, because the car that we just quietly were actually thrashing around Red Bull Ring just 2 weeks ago in Austria, I'm now driving at Goodwood Festival of Speed. This is like my Lightning McQueen moment. I get to thrash the current spec NASCAR. This is the exact same that SVG just won last weekend. You see, we're humble, we just blew the water line on the first run this morning, steamed up the whole windscreen. Yeah, there we go.
You good? We're going.
We're going. Yeah, we're going.
NASCAR.
Get Chigga!
They ain't rain tires anymore.
Team Trackhouse. We need a drift NASCAR now.
Kiwi. Yeah.
Video of you leaving the start block.
Yeah.
And those trees. All you look like a freaking drag car.
Oh, bro.
So now we couldn't find like same thing. Like now just join hose and bolt and hold. Now perfect.
Alright, we're nearly the end of Saturday, so this is our last run of the day. We got pushed ahead early. We're in such a sick class with these cars. So Mikey's just back in RX-7 now. Kawato obviously fixed the water line, and Humble is ready to rip again. So Mikey up the hill for, how good? Mikey up the hill for the third time today, last time, and then one more day tomorrow, so let's get it.
Yeah. On the first turn, boom.
I saw it.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, just run it, mate. This freaking motor's indestructible. I don't know how this motor is still alive. 2017 it was assembled. Literally won the championship 2018, has been through absolute torture. We've blown the water line out twice and still just thought stuff it and just run into the top. Good, another day done, that's Saturday. Now we're gonna, my date tonight is my son, mate. We're going to the ball. Just keep running out. I've going through so many pins too. Hey, dinner with that guy.
Yeah, so in that herd was actually Mr. Mansell.
the top, last corner, ready to polish off the set of tyres. Good to go.
Go change the half shaft now.
Yeah, the half shaft bloody snapped. It'll be that, or you'll see me in a NASCAR later on. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, take care. Third.
Oh, what happened?
Like a broken. Yeah, this product from around 2016. You good job.
Drive shaft? Well,
Drive shaft shop? Yeah, good product. Very strong.
Oh wow.
Alright, Goodwood Festival of Speed 2025 is a wrap. Everyone's exhausted, the cars are exhausted, but man, every year it continues to absolutely blow my mind. I think the biggest pressure I had like this weekend was having the opportunity to drive the NASCAR. Usually there's a lot of NASCARs here. This weekend, that was the only NASCAR. I was representing literally USA. How actually agile that car feels is incredible. The power, the torque, like for the polar opposites. From driving Humble, jumping out of that into the NASCAR, the torque, you know, we're probably double the horsepower and Humble, yet not even quarter the torque. Then you hop on that thing and just the grunt, the sound is like thunder. And then you go into Humble, which is like a friggin' wasp stuck in a can. So that's Goodwood Festival of Speed 2025. Thank you. Massive thank you to Red Bull UK, Red Bull USA for the use of the NASCAR, being able to thrash that. We're now here literally covered in frickin' rubber. Got in a lot of trouble every single time. I've got to thank the marshals, Charlie, the Duke, Lord March. Love you guys. Peace out.